the Forgotten War. In our home, the Korean War is not forgotten. He was with the Army Signal Corps, and his job was to oversee and manage radio systems, telephone systems, so that the Army and forces could communicate with each other. And he did a good job. One day, though, he and one of his crews went out to put up some telephone line in an area that was supposed to be secure, supposed to be safe. Turned out it wasn't, and some of the fellows from the north started taking shots at them and lobbed a couple of mortar shells at them. And my dad and his guys returned fire, and they chased the communists off. But in the course of it, my dad got some shrapnel in his shoulder and his side, and he recovered. He recovered and finished his work there and came home and went to law school, became a lawyer, lived a good long life. He didn't talk about what he experienced in Korea very much when we were kids. If we asked him, he would answer, and he told us the story of what happened. But it was in the style of the time, it was in the culture of the time, that soldiers didn't talk very much about what their experience was. Although my father did say he wished he'd kept up on his radio and telephone work, because when cell phones came along, he thought he could have made some money if he'd followed up. But what he told me about the time that he spent on the peninsula was that what bound him together with his guys, and there were some of the Korean guys in his communications units, was that they agreed that the system which recognizes individuals and their families first is the best system for serving people and making lives better. And whatever the particulars were, whatever part of town they were from, whatever their personal politics were, they agreed that the communists were not for the people. The communists were not good for individuals, not good for women, not good for families. And what bound them together, what made them fight, what made them sure that their cause was good, was that they know that a democratic system and a system of laws, not of tyranny, provide the best results for everyone. Men, women, children, families, everyone. And that they were confident in their actions all those years ago, that what they were doing would be best for most people. And all you have to do now is look at one of those great satellite shots of the Korean Peninsula and see that in the south, it looks like any part of the first world, Manhattan, Paris, London, anything. The lights are on. There's clearly activity and growth and happiness. And then scan a little bit up the peninsula and it literally goes dark. So let's bring the light to more of the people on that peninsula and in the world. Because a system that recognizes individual spirit, individual liberty, individual freedom is that light. So the cause is good. And for those of you who were there and fighting, God bless you and thank you. You did the right thing. And the rest of us, let's continue to do the right thing. Thanks so much for being here. Have a great day.